Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a Thirsty Thursday, and if you've been watching on Twitch, you know we have some spiciness in store for today. But I'm filming this on Sunday because I like to get ahead of the game, and my normal day job interferes with the fun of Twitch and streaming. So here we are. But this deck is called Hypermill. It is a Nilfgaard deck. It is crazy, crazy, crazy fun to play. I invented this deck because I'd never really played Mill. And Nilfgaard sucks right now. And a bunch of the other stuff on ladder is very, very, very draw dependent and very much relies on thinning. And we're going to turn that upside down, wreck the opponent, and just go to town with them. So lots of crazy stuff. Basically, this is just kind of like draw tons of cards. We're also using Mandrake here for Siana. For Stregobor, you can use it on Siri Dash, by the way, but we'll get to that later. Isbell of Hog, who else? It works well on the like if you can use Stregobor to draw one provision unit like Isbell and then reset her after you use her ability. Get Kronk, get Kronk. Pretty fun. We'll walk you guys through the gameplay. The biggest thing this deck has run into insofar as problems, I have had card advantage many times by 1, 2, even 3 cards. I think one time even by 4 cards, but struggles with points. So you have to be careful of points and you have to be precise. So I think I would be mill decks. I think a lot of the mill decks that have existed in the past are kind of like mill for stupid people. This is mill for smart people, and that's why I'm okay with it. It takes a lot of thinking, a lot of processing. It's really hard to do. So I think we'll keep probably Turning Joust, just in case we see Helga. Alright, we do get Imperial Brigade with Tibor, which works well. Just because he's a soldier, he's hard to kill. And so we can use Tibor and then play Imperial Brigade as a soldier. That works pretty nicely. Here we can also use a Hero Quacks to get out the opponent's best unit. Now, I don't like to play a lot of the mill stuff until the opponent has committed a little bit. We're going to keep Dazbog Runestone to use with Artorias. Here I think that Tibor is just a great opening move. It does show mill, which is a little unfortunate, but holy crap, that worked out well. Yeah, I'm not going to complain about that. Yes! Oh, honestly, like, the best part about this is, like, you're going to get wrecked. You just are. And you can only do so much against getting wrecked. But you can have fun with it. We're gonna get poisoned. We're gonna lose to this Tibor, and that's massive points. That's fine. We need to hang in this round for as long as we can. Now you could use something like Vilgefortz in order to like trash this unit and then get a different unit back from our deck. But I'm okay losing him. We have defender status here on Fifion. I think I'd like to pull out as many of these poisons and force our opponent to do as much consistency as they can. Curse Scroll is such a weird card to use because it just really is such a little value. Mask of Robust is so much better. So we do have status on the opponent, so here we're just going to go for Hunting Pack. That is an Assimilate proc. And remember, we're playing on red coin here, so doing well. Poison on Tibor hurts, but man, getting that on Fifion is... You can't make that stuff up. Rot Tosser is interesting. It's fine. It's better than no value. And then you could also, like, Vilgefortz against Rot Tosser or against Cow Carcass works really, really well since you get a unit out. Obviously, we don't have Vilgefortz, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Here we're going to use Dazbog Runestone, see if we can get something that can, like, remove it. Doesn't look like it. We do have Viper Witcher, which has a deploy, and a Hero Quack, so this is 6 points. This really isn't that great at all, and that obviously is a brick. But milking out all the poisons round 1 works for me. Play this on the hunting pack probably. Ooh, onto Artorias. That's missed value. Oh no, yeah, it's missed value. One of the hunting packs is only worth 1 point. Poor play. Should have played it onto this one, then it would damage Artorias and the other one by 1. And there's a greater than 0% chance that we had something they wanted or something like that, I guess. But okay, you do want to keep track. These are Hero Quacks. What's my highest value unit? And that could be Stregobor, could be Mata, could be Vilgefortz. So I definitely don't want it to be my highest unit. My lowest unit is a Viper Witcher, so I could play that out for value. But it wouldn't be a great removal from the opponent, so we're going to hold on to Hero Quacks here. We're going to play out Viper Witcher, see what we get. Bye-bye, Cow Carcass Tosser. Does count as a deployability here for Nazca Sergeant, so we're fine with that. Now, I'd like to use Siana with Vilgefortz. Is probably my favorite, just because you get to shred 2 opponent units. It's nasty. It's big, it's mean, it's nasty. Here we're going to go for Isbel.
It's not too late to walk away.
Gets us an extra card. One thing, so the reason why, for those interested, this deck is called Hypermill because it is hyper thin. Alright, here opponent's gonna summon the top unit from our deck. Treyharn, that's fine. Alright, so Pact is gonna get us just up over our opponent. I did add in Pact over some of the other ones. I was disrespecting the assassination by playing to the end of the row. That is true. Alright, here I think we are just going to take the pass. I like playing across 3 rounds, so this really isn't all that bad for me. A lot more milling needs to occur. I did play this deck against the Judah deck, and that was pretty fun. Missing out that Isbel play kind of hurts, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, I also really, really, truly love Siana with Cantarella. Let's see if we can get out Vilgefortz. Yes! Alright, we have Siana with Mandrake now.
Praise be to the great sun!
Praise be to the great sun. Ain't that the truth? Alright, so I'd like to play these all across 1 round if possible. We do have Stregobor. That would be a bit of a risk. But Mata's just points as well. So I say we take the risk. Because why not? So that's unfortunate. But that I will take and cash at the bank any day of the week. That I will run, gleefully prance in the streets, thanking my opponent for the sacrifice.
You serve me well.
Alright, Ardfane Tortoise does cause us a little bit of problems. Here we're actually just going to go ahead and use the double cross leader ability. We're going to take a Neuromancy here. We'll go for Stregobor to melee row. Oh no! Yeah, melee's fine. Melee's fine. And the reason why I'm playing him to melee, for those wondering, is because we're drawing into Viper Witcher otherwise. I mean, I kind of did want to force my opponent to take a 1-point card, but we are, as they say, where we are. We do get the yen for damage or boost. So an additional card out wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Let's go ahead here and force this 7-point card out. We'll take the Vanamar. That works. hoping to force the opponent here to just pass. Looks like they're going to take one of our cards. And that's fine. Probably still should have played the Stregobor. The downside is that there's a greater than 0% chance they play like a Viper Witcher, or our Viper Witcher gets out some other way, in which case we would be drawing no units and they would be drawing a unit, right? So, but you can just play him to melee row and that works. Opponent does need to play something. Nero was the one I was most anxious about, so we'll take this. The opponent here going for the bleed. Now it was a yen, and oh my gosh, what was the other card? But I think we can be. I think we can take some risk here and go for Siana. I think our opponent will probably pass here. Siana gets us just enough points. Renew, that's right. That's right. So Renew go to the Fiftheon? Or the Vilgeforts, maybe? Vilgeforts would get us a tie. Good memory, Conrad. Thank you very much. Yeah, Vilgeforts onto the Siana. What a terribly strange choice. Alright. Okay, so this is fun. So I'll go Siana. Cantarella. This is obviously going to be against an Oniro. Devil's Puffball is useless, but we'll proc it against the 7-point unit, because why not? We do have to play Fiftheon here. Oh, this is where you get into tough positions where we just had kind of overplayed, made some mismanagement early on, and that's all right.
Let their blood break their bones and spirit. I trust you have sharpened.
Alright, looks like we are all in on removal cards, so that's fun. We can keep the Mandrake for an offensive reset. I guess we got Oniro because we played his Oniro from hand. So at least we get to play exactly which one we want. Yeah, this is of no value. Honestly, we should probably just surrender, but who knows what they have left? Yeah. We'll do that. We can grab it if we need to later on. I wish in situations like this it lets you, like, choose which one you want to play, right? Yeah, this mill did not mill the opponent enough. We need to mill out more units. I think we'll just pass. You can drag it to the discard pile? Oh, I never actually knew that.
I think.
I wish they explained that better. There's no way for us to win. We couldn't put, like, best case scenario, we had a draw, right? Alright, we're going to try this one more time. I will try that discard pile thing, because that's very, very interesting to me. There are times where I'd honestly just rather discard a card. Learn something new every time I get on here, but that's like something that should be spelled out somewhere, like in the tutorial or something. But now you've learned it here. You can drag a card to the discard pile, according to chat. I've always hated like the random discard too. So that would be nice. Pirate's Cove. Now, I've gone on rants about this, but it's like my least favorite leader ability. I know some people love it. They claim it's awesome. Just put a 4 provision unit in your deck that's a spender. That's all I have to say. Actually, I have a lot more to say about it, but that's all I'm going to say. We do get Tibor again. You can use Artorias for Viper Witcher. This is pretty good. But I do prefer personally to use it on like hounds, stuff like that. Now, I do like Crystal Skull to use for like Sienna, Isbel, Stregobor. Here, since we already have Tibor in hand, I'm okay pulling Stregobor. Stregobor has a greater than 0% chance of getting us Fifion or Cantarella. But I think we'll go Tibor first, just so we can get that soldier play.
Long live the Emperor!
Oh, that's unfortunate. You're welcome. Why can't there be a you're welcome?
You serve me well.
They didn't even have to work for it. Works out pretty well, though. They're probably happy. I heard the Ophiri read minds.
That is what you folk lack.
But yeah, if you can use Stregobor to draw into Cantarella or Fifion, you lose no value. So quite a nice play there. Here we're just going to try to get out Imperial Brigades and Hunting Pack first. If we're able to do that, then we can make some other choices. So here, I do also like Treyheron. We probably should have played him first before Tibor. Just so you can see what the top 3 cards are. We'll obviously go ahead and get rid of Ozar there. Fizztech Trafficker and Sewer Raider was the other one. So Fizztech Trafficker would be what we'd get with Isbel. Obviously, I don't want that. I don't really care about banishing it either. So I think here we'll just go for Stregobor. Really want the opponent to play something with status, though.
So keep a vigil so that others may sleep.
So, and notably, you can, if we had Mandrake, you can use Mandrake Root to reset Stregobor. He's going to go back to his base value, and the counter will restart. So you can do him twice that way. See if our opponent respects assassination. No respect.
Target acquired.
We'll take it. Alright, it sucks to get Hunting Pack like that, but we can just use Artorias for Viper Witcher. So at least we do get a thinning card. Obviously, the preference there was for Fifion or Cantarella. Morios with the 6 tribute against Tibor, I'm guessing. Great play. Go ahead and use Isbel here. The opponent's extinguished all of their coins, so don't have to worry about the Philippa. He can get 4 with leader. Just kind of deciding here. I think we're going to go ahead and do it. Oh, we will take Graydon. Please and thank you. And then the opponent doesn't know what we've taken, but they can look through their deck and see. Obviously, we're not going to see any bounties played, but he does count as an assimilate proc, so we'll just use Viper Witcher here.
Follow Letho's lead.
Then we do get one more play next round. This is pretty good. I think I'd like to see Mata. I'm gonna just go ahead and play Viper Witcher as the rounded out card. Siggy gone. Missing Ozar, Siggy, Graydon. Mill working pretty effectively. We do need to get out 3 more cards in order to ruin their ability to draw 3 cards. We don't have any way of drawing them, but there are some fun things we can do. So I think we're going to go ahead and use Sienna with Vilgefortz here. Yeah, I think so.
Behold Nilfgaard's iron might!
They can use leader ability with Philippa here. That's true, and I think that's what our play will be. Artorias for Viper Witcher. And we can use Artorias twice for 2 Viper Witchers. This is fine. Obviously unfortunate, but we just need her out for 1 turn.
Shall never give you Anarietta. Never.
Seeing as our opponent doesn't have anything big, I think we'll go for Artorias first. Also gets us some other value. And once she's done, people don't really worry about her, but you should. You should worry about her.
You will not regret this, sir.
Here, going for double Viper Witchers. 1 down,
We follow
2 down. Card advantage now somewhat meaningless if we can get through all of these cards. Vilgefortz obviously is going to give us 2 more. Cantarella now worthless for us though. But Mata quite nice. Yeah, I think we will double play Vilgefortz. So here we use Mandrake Root to reset Sienna. Get her ready to go all over again. Philippa here stealing Artorias, I'm guessing. Yep,
Dark desire.
that's fine. But it's never enough for us. Here I think we're gonna go ahead and get out Graydon. He's just worthless. Just trying to get my opponent to play down as many cards as possible. Now here, Vilgefortz we can use to ranged to actually get out one of our cards. Obviously it's just summon the top unit. So a little bit risky there, but it is something we can use. And obviously, the opponent just has to keep playing here unless they're extra confident about winning. Just because we have all these cards out, right? I think we might want to save the Vilgefortz here. So we're just going to go ahead and play this onto a Viper Witcher. Force the opponent to play 1 more card. They'll draw 2 cards and we'll draw 3, so they will have 1 card advantage over us.
I've a special fire for you, Chapelle.
not quite enough coins to get that with Freak Show. So we're going to go ahead and take the pass here. This way we can use Vilgefortz to nuke one of his cards next round and not have to worry about him drawing into something. So we need to avoid Cantarella. Glad we drew her just so we can do that. Mata is going to get for us Hunting Pack, and then a Hiraquax gets for us Hunting Pack. So, I mean, he does play for some value. I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and put a Hiraquax back in just because we get him with Mata. So a little bit better. And here we're just holding off on Vilgefortz, don't need him. But Mata closes the card gap for us.
This dance you will never forget.
So we now have card advantage back. Mildeck's kind of boggling the mind, as it were, with that kind of play. Dazbog Runestone probably be next unless we can proc something with like a poison or some sort with double cross. Looks like we can with Fizztech Trafficker. 3 points versus 4 or 4. I mean, we're not getting any other coins, so I'm going to do this just for the hunting pack. Well, I mean, we get it with the Hiraquax, so I guess we'll go for Saul here.
I admire the beautiful. What can I say?
Then here we're just going to go for all the pikemen. Points over time. Seifelhund! Again, we're getting out that unit with a Hiraquax. So that's why I wasn't really concerned about that. So here we're just going to be playing Hunting Pack without much concern. I do like this play of using Bincy with the leader ability. And it is our highest unit and our lowest unit, so we don't really have to even think all that much. Although, no, we need our lowest provision unit, Hunting Pack. So this does need to go to ranged. So I guess technically we could have summoned out one more point in Cantarella if we wanted. But here, Vilgefortz representing really great value against this Bincy. I think the opponent here going to elect to take the poison for the coins. Probably a smart play. Here, I think Vilgefortz gets us just enough value against this Bincy. Take the win! And there you go. That's how you do it with the mill deck. Really complicated. Takes a lot of thought. And honestly, I feel like this is just barely scratching the surface of what you could do with Mandrake. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Until next time, good luck on the path. Get out there. Keep on Gwenting.